everyone. Today we are going to introduce one important office in University of Denver. First, can you imagine before 1980 if you were blind, you can't see, or deaf, you can't hear, you would not have the same chance to participate in these programs or courses in University of Denver. But Disability Service Program makes this possible. Last Friday, I and my classmate had an interview with Brandon. He is a technology specialist at Disability Service Program. We found out a lot of interesting information about this office. Brandon said that this office serves at least 800 DU students by just 4 workers. You can imagine that 4 workers to serve 800 DU students. Because of this, these employees are so busy and work so hard and amazingly things. There are no specific qualification required to work there. Brandon said his major was philosophy, but he works there. However, the most common majors of the employees there are education and psychology. This program provides assistance to students who have a disability, a wide range of disability, but the most common disability DU student have is learning disability. The student can't learn for many reasons. For example, they can't hear, or they can't listen, or they see. This is program provides them by many things. Honey, she will explain some of the service that this program deal or help this problem with the students.
Thank you, Ali. And for my part, I have 4 interesting parts to help you to understand more about this program. First is the service objects. This program is helped all DU students, no matter you are a woman, you are a man, no matter you are old or you are young, no matter you are 30 years old or 50 years old. You all can come to this program, and they will help and provide the perfect service for you to help you to study better in DU. And the next part is the service tabs. And I just can tell you everything you think about the service, and the DSP, which is the Disability Service Program, can provide it for you. And here are 4 most popular service that this program provides for you. The wheelchair accessibility, alternate format text, note taker, and extend time testing. All this service can provide for the students, which is help them to study, give them a comfortable study surrounding in DU. Also, some creative service method. I want to mention the two of them. One of them, which is the note taker, which is the students who have a disability to take the notes, or he or she met an accident with the accident, like the students who have heard about their hand or their arms, so they have a hard time to take notes during the class. So if the students can come to this program and ask for the help, and the students who is in the same class with this student, they will he or she will take the notes for you. If not, if there have no volunteers, and this program will send a person to help you to take notes during the class. So you don't need to worry about you are late or you are left for the class. And also, here also another interesting creative service method, which is for the people who have weak sight or for the blind people, which is this program will provide some PDF documents for those people, for this group of people, and the documents can read for you. So you just listen for it, and you don't need to watch on the screen and worry about some other things. Also, some special articles or some special documents for the blind people which you can touch it. So I mean, this is fabulous ways to help you to study in DU, or no matter when you study or when you work in your jobs, or when you work in your own studies. And the last part I want to mention is so interesting, because we ask for the brand is that should we pay for the help, and he is surprised, and he was laughed, because he said it is totally free for all DU students. So you don't need to worry like, oh my god, I will spend a lot of money for the helps or for the service that they provide for me. So I think this is the interesting point that during our interview, and that makes you to don't worry about this. So let's turn to the next part, which is our reaction for the interview.
I want to start with the branding. Even though he only has been working for 6 months, he is so happy with his job. And also when we came, he made sure we were comfortable with everything. And also he was really very interested to answer our questions. And also he answered to some questions why we choose this program and like this. Really, he is a kind man. And finally, he invited us to return if we needed some help for everything.
Yes, thank you, Ali. And here is the general information about this man. And if you have any questions, you can contact with your phone and email him. And my reaction, my reaction is about the location and the surrounding of the office. And I really want to find the picture of the Raptor building, but sorry, I didn't find it until the class. So here is the address of the Raptor Hall, so which is their office there. And if you have any questions, if you have any problems, you just go there. Also, well, after we met the brand, we saw the fabulous surrounding there. They have the big sofa, and they have the very fabulous rooms for their testing, like when the students who need a test to know what exactly help that they want to ask for the SP's help. So they just go to that room, and they have the good computer, they have a good everything there. So I think it's good for DU student. Yeah.
The only reaction I have about this program is surprised, because before I did this interview, I just think this program is not very important in DU. But after I did the project, I think this program surprised me. There are more than 800 students are being helped in the program, and the number still is increasing now. And I didn't believe this number in the beginning because it scared me. And the president told me the most common problem in DU students is ADHD, which means attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Then that moment I realized maybe I also have these problems, and almost students have it, but they haven't realized it yet. So now I am thinking about maybe I also need to ask help to their for those 800 students, there are only